Hi everyone, it is me, Sailor Moon. Luna here, and we're going to talk about the next Sailor Moon saga that we watched on drawing show FOLKWORK Grown Up Fwim this evening. This one does have a deep offshoot. It starts out the Sailor Fighters, Mercury, Mars, Jupiter, and Venus, or Quicksilver, Red World, Big World, and Hell World don't like me anymore. It's a goal to make them fake out the Dark Kingdom. Everything goes great until Sailor Mars overdoes it with a fireball. Then next day, Queen Beryl and Malachite hear about this and see about this and send a fiend called Ajana, who took over a news teller by the name of Nancy Borgish. That was her deep name. And Katrana tells Queen Beryl and Malachite that the Sailor Fighters want to kick Sailor Moon out and have the Folklore Silverhurst for themselves. Queen Beryl says she doesn't trust it, thinks it's a stunt, they should do more underseeking. Malachite says that Ajana never lies. And then Queen Beryl tells him, Queen Beryl says, don't ever ask me my setup again. Then that night, Ajana shows up, breaks into Molly's mother's stone shop, only for Molly's mother and Molly to show up and stop her. Only they get nailed. They get thrown to the. They get binded to the wall by spikes that she throws. So I show up and I say I'm going to stop you, and then the rest of the Sailor Fighters start calling me names. Sailor Mars, Sailor Red, Sailor Mars, Sailor Mercury, Jupiter, and Venus all scathe me. Say I'm a tits. They're talking about how they knew about the misdeed before me, and that they should be the ones to do it and not me. You know? And then I get into a big fight with Sailor Mars sliding me. And then after that, she becomes Nancy Borgish, starts taking likenesses. They all say, hey, don't be coming in here taking my likenesses. And asking about the dirt on Sailor Moon. They're not going to talk to her, and they leave. And then Molly asks me to help her, so I do. Then the next day, we were going to learn, and Nancy Borgish shows up again and asks me, you hear about Sailor Moon breaking up? Do you have any news on that? I say, I don't know, ask Molly. And she goes, oh, so I didn't see you, not your nightwear. I'm sorry. Oh, was that your mother's shop? Yes. You knew about Sailor Moon breaking up? I didn't really hear that much about what they were saying. You got my reckoning. If you know anything, call me. Then after that, they're at the Red World Worship House, and then I say, Mina asks, is anyone they knew about Nancy Borgish? Well, then me and Artemis say that Nancy Borgish works for the Daily News, and that she mostly handles glee and lawmaking sagas. Why she wanted to start writing news sagas about the Sailor Fighters, they don't know. They think it'd be the Dark Kingdom. So then Mina said, Serena, can't you keep your mouth shut in the likeness? And I get irked over it. And they say, stop it. And then I go, hey, Nancy Borgish thinks I want to kick you all out. And then me and Amy said, no, we make her think that we want to kick you out. And I go, I know Ray, she wants me gone. And Ray goes, I'm over that, Serena. And we get into it again. And they go, you got any 8 killers? No. Then the next time they're all fighting, I get my rear kicked, and I want to call it off. And then Sailor Mars said, Serena, you got to take a beating if you want to help Tuxedo Max. You want to fake out the Dark Kingdom. I was like, yeah, but I don't want to get my rear beat. Serena, you got to take some beating. And every time you get into something, then you whine, and that's why no one onlooks you. And then Luna, I told you if you didn't want to do it, you should have said something ahead of time. And you told me your head ached. Then after that, the next day, Serena goes to Nancy Borgen's house with a sheet. And Nancy Borges asks, well, how did you get this sheet? She goes, Sailor Moon left it behind Molly's mother's shop the night after the break-in. Then she reads it, thanks me, and leaves. Then she meets up with Malachite, who says that I can't write well, slights Serena's handwriting, and says that they know it's a stunt. They don't believe that Sailor Moon's being kicked out. Then at the night, I show up. Then at the night, you show up because you want to meet the Sailor Fighters again. And we start having another fight about, you show up and they start another fight over, wanting to fake out the Dark Kingdom. Only it doesn't seem to work as well as you think it does. And then after that, then you go to meet Nancy Borges. Yeah, I go to meet Nancy Borges, tell her I'm done with the Sailor Fighters infighting. She becomes a Jana. Then Malachite tells me, hey, you know what, Sailor Moon? You want to see Darien again? He's too ill. But if you give us the Folklore Silver Hearse, you can go see him. And I say, no deal. I don't make deals with Dark Kingdom underlings like you. And I call him a liar when he talks about how you can see Darien again and he's ill and all that shit. Malachite don't like being called a liar. He opens up a hole and tells me, go in there. There's your freedom. You can see Darien too. I say, bring him here and then I'll heal him. He goes, are you frightened? He goes, your friends are here. And then he starts choking me. And then, everyone is worried. But they say, stick to the goal. What the goal was, and I thought it was they wanted me truly gone. And then, Sailor Mars pulls out the Folklore Silver Hearse, the moon stick, and says I had to keep it because Sailor Moon would lose it. And then Sailor Venus said it wasn't right to take it from her. And then Sailor Jupiter said I can't handle it anymore. She's going to die. And Sailor Mercury said we go in. And Sailor Mars said, everybody go in, and they fight. So then I get help, and then Malachite gets pissed off, and he leaves after he scaves them for their show playing. And then Sailor Mars said, yeah, yellow, guess we all live and learn, right? He don't like it. He leaves. After that, we sight her. Sailor Venus strikes her. So does Sailor Mars. But it's not enough. She brings her twin sisters along. So then Sailor Mercury has to do the Mubbles Blast. And then after that, I heal, Nancy Vargas. But then I say, Sailor Mars, you didn't come fast enough. They said we did come fast enough. And we heard you sobbing like a baby. I said, don't sob like a baby. It takes one to know one, and our fight goes. They go, yeah, you want to get ice milk? None for them. Then Nancy Vargas wakes up from this and goes, hey, is there any truth to them you both breaking up? Let me know. The only thing that Deke may have shifted in this was that they gave the news teller the name Nancy Borges. But that was it. Deke kept everything the same. They were mostly everything the same. I don't really think there was anything in this one they cut out. Let me know if there was. I'll see you later.